Hello everyone, and welcome to Rocket League Sinfonian series. I am your host, Randomize, and today with me, I got the good old Beard.
Hello!
How you doing, Beard Runner?
I am fantastic. Had a yummy dinner. Worked out today. Feeling great. Ready for some Rocket League.
That's good. So today, we got a very interesting game coming up. I say this about literally every single game coming up, but you know what? It just gets more and more interesting as the season goes. So we have Team 10 versus TRP. Now, TRP and Team 10 are both digging out from the bottom. They're both 4th and 5th seed. They're technically tied, but Team 10 is winning just by winning factors. TRP, I believe, has been swept every single game for all the weeks. Yeah, while Team 10 has won a couple of their games. So TRP really has some digging to do tonight if they are going to at least try to take a win, because they are literally bottom of the pit, and it like hurts me the most because I was the one who made these teams. So I'm like, oh no, I made a bad team. But with that being said, we have a very, very interesting, setup. A matchup. So, remember the story I said about when TRP got their name as the reserve players because a player named Cools was supposed to be on the reserve players, got exiled, and then TEO's name came alive? Well, tonight is a very interesting night. We implemented a rule where if it's last second an emergency and there's no one available, and this is the last time both teams are available to match up against each other, a player of the opposite group, so for example, a Group A member who is the same tier, may sub in. TRP is missing their mid-tier player, which that leaves a Group A member allowed to sub in because they were not able to find any subs. And who is going to sub in for the reserve players? The one, the only, Cools Flakes is going to be subbing in. So... Right, it's so funny how that
Cools
actually
Flakes
is.
sprinkled onto TRP tonight.
Yeah, so that it was very, very ironic when we set up this rule, and then the last person who said, yeah, I'm available, is Cools, and he's finally getting to play in the team he was supposed to play on.
It's a beautiful love story, really.
It kind of, it's a Romeo and Juliet
if
thing.
they
You
win
can't
tonight,
be a
there's
part
gonna
of
be
it.
like just a single tear rolling down my cheek.
I know, right?
Beautiful thing.
So we're gonna swing over to the stats now and check them out and everything. Yeah, both 0-3 at the moment. I believe they're 0-3, right? Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
both
0-3 in series. Yeah.
That's really crazy to see. But here's the interesting thing, that this may or break TRP depending on how Cools can kind of fit in with Krasinga and Austin. I'm not even looking at any of the numbers because all the numbers are so close. Assists are a little different, but the farthest numbers are shots per game. TRP knows how to pound the ball up against the back wall, whether it's towards the net or on the back wall, while Team 10 I meant to say, while TRP only gets about 1.75 shots per game. So 6 shots per game. You have to realize this is a best of 3 series. Team 10, if I remember, has played how many games have they played in total? They played 9 games in total. And they were able to put at least 6 shots per game. That's ridiculous amount of shots. I mean, even Trombone and Doopy themselves, 22 shots in total. Trombone has 20 shots in total. Miswan with 12. That's a lot. You know, and if they can just cook up on their accuracy and bring in their inner beard man, or beard runner, their shots will be amazing. Which
I think the...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, I wanted to throw one quick note. We're both so eager to talk. One quick note that I would like to just throw out right now, just so, because I have him right here, I would like to throw out that Beard Runner has 35 goals so far in this series. No team equaling up has 35 goals. The closest team to 30 or to total goals is S2 with 24 goals. So you by yourself is better than every team in this league. So that's a little insane, and I had to just throw it out there. But go ahead, what were you gonna say?
Oh, what was I gonna say? So the thing with Team 10 having like 6 shots per game, only 2 goals per game, working on their accuracy and everything, I think it has a little to do with accuracy. I think it has a little bit to do with also shooting at the right time, because if you shoot at a goalie or at 2 goalies, odds are the ball's not going to go in. So they have to make better passing plays and act faster when the goal is open to really put more balls in. Whereas TRP, they have a higher shooting percentage as far as like goals per shot, but they just don't get the opportunity to make shots, which means that they're losing the ball at midfield. And that has me a little bit worried for TRP for this matchup, because Team 10 actually plays pretty fast. I was actually 1v1ing Trombone before this, and he was holding his own pretty well. He's a fast player, and I know Doopy is really fast too, and Miswan is a really strong team player. Can we go into predictions?
Before we go into predictions, there's one more thing I want to throw out to you when we go into this predictions. Goals per game, goals for per game for Team 10 is 1.89. Goals against per game for Team 10 is 1.89. On the other side, TRP, goals for is 1 goal per game. Goals against is 2 points a game. So when we look at it that way, it's still very, very close, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. And I think if we see a little bit of a like a clash, a standstill in these matches, it's going to be because of TRP's defense versus Team 10's offense. And it's just going to be about, can TRP break away and stop playing defense and play offense for long enough to score enough goals? Or can Team 10 be so aggressive that they can pound enough shots against the backboard that they eventually get enough in to win? I know Austin, the top player on TRP, he's not a super aggressive high tier player. He's a really great team player. He's good at like setting up shots and reading what's going on the field. But I think they're going to have to play much more aggressive against Team 10 and kind of catch them off guard a little bit in order to take this series.
So who do you think is going to take the series completely?
I think it's going to be the only team that has beaten Need Boost in a single game in this entire tournament series, which is Team 10. I'm going to call that they're going to take it.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go against you, and I'm actually going to vote TRP. And here's why I'm going to vote TRP. Now, I'm not saying Icy is a bad player, but Icy is on a very low end of a mid-tier player. He's just breaking that line. So the problem is that Krasinga and Icy are still learning how to play as a team. You know, they're focusing a lot on being able to just hit the ball in general, let alone now shooting and being able to put the ball where it needs to be. So that's a rough situation to be in at the moment. While Austin he's a high tier player, but in my opinion, Austin is more of your assist defense player. He sits back a lot, like you said. Now, Cools, he has a little bit of a reputation to fight for because he wanted to be on TRP. So now I think he's going to try his heart out. And Austin now has a player that knows how to pass and knows how to shoot. So, and mind you, I worked with TRP, with IC and Krasinga a little bit. And one of the rules I told TRP, and hopefully they'll remember this, they must be able to, every player in the team must touch the ball once before the shot is made. To get that mentality of, I should be passing the ball and focus on a pass than to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Because if there's 3 goalies in the net, you ain't getting it in. You got to draw them out, which is why I taught them that rule. Every player on your team must touch the ball once before you shoot. So maybe that will help. Maybe. It's a little strategy thing I'm thinking of.
Definitely good advice for an up-and-coming team.
Up-and-coming team, yes. When it
comes to player awearness on the field.
Yeah. When it comes to other players. When it comes to other players, though, no. Draw the defense out, get the shot in. Don't worry about it. You know, just give the ball to Beard and he'll take the shot. That's my strategy when I play with him. All right, so my prediction is going to be TRP, actually, and I think it's going to be a 3-game, to be honest. And now, I believe there are some people voting in. Oh, whoa. We're doing this. All right.
Oh yeah, we gotta.
Okay. I'll throw it.
Part.
So we're gonna go into the chat, guys. You can vote as we show this, but let's show what you guys personally think is the answer, and it's looking like it's a TRP vote with a 62% vote.
Wow.
Crowd's on my side.
Oh, we got some late votes coming in right now. It might start
Team 10. Sadly, you can't vote twice, so some of those votes I already saw come in, so they're not going to get that vote again. Yeah. Cheating. Also, I want to give...
It's going back and forth. Ooh.
Exactly. I want to give a shout out. Dizanot, thank you very much for the sub. We do appreciate it. And everyone else with the bits. We see them. We're watching them. We do appreciate them. They're coming up on the bottom right of the screen. Thank you very much, folks. We do appreciate that. But we're not here for bits and subs. We're here for Rocket League.
No, give us your money. All of your money.
Okay, fine. Never mind. We're going to sit here and wait for bits and subs. All right, so we're going to get this game on the road. Create this up because I'm hyped for this. I know I say this every time, but I really am. I really do get hyped for this. You know, when you create something like this, all you can do is get hyped. It's just, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm only gonna get like 5 people to play this. And then all of a sudden I have an entire league going. So can't not get hyped. So, all right, let's get some sound volume in here. Thank you for the bits again, Palp. Appreciate it. Here we go. We gonna get the game going. And I'm not gonna be able to see chat now because I like to be able to see everything. Oh, why does my laptop always get hurt when it comes to this? All right, here we go. First game of the week, round 5, Team 10 versus TRP. This is the last time these teams are seeing each other for the first roundup. So they're gonna have one more chance later on. But right now we are looking for a TRP victory so that Cools can brag and say I should have been on TRP. Or Team 10 to finally break the losing streak that they really should not be on. Cools flake back.
I need Team 10 to win because Trombone is my dungeon master and we're playing tonight. So I need him to be in a good mood after this.
I need TRP to win because Miswan is my co-admin for RLSS and I want him to suffer. But you want to hear commentary, so let's get into it. Austin pushing this ball over, getting over to the Team 10 side. Oh, with no boost, taking his time, putting a ball in the net, nicely done, but Trombone was pushing it out before it goes in. Ooh, we saw, I believe that was Krasinga looking to try to push someone out. Austin, slow pass. Cools, a little prepared for it, was able to center this up. He's going to try to follow this one on the back wall. He tried to set it up for a teammate, but Austin was way in the back, getting blown up by Doopy. 2 Team 10 in the corner right now, so Cools was able to take advantage of the double commit. Kimby in the corner. Austin looking to prepare another pass. Not too much in the center. Cools does a nice job putting it into the center, but Krasinga thought he was going to miss that, so was not centered up. Trombone was able to center it for Team 10. It's going to the net. Ooh. Cools doing a nice job saving that one. The ball is going back over to the TRP corner. Krasinga not able to get up high enough, but the ball was whiffed anyway by both players. Oh, Krasinga doing a nice job blocking Doopy. He's got to center this up just like Daddy Random taught him. Off the top of the net, Austin trying to push us back into the center. Oh, bumping Krasinga, trying to recover. Oh, off the back of the net again. Now we're seeing some real heavy offense on the TRP side. This is nice. I like to see this. Trombone getting a little confused on the back wall, but no one is pressuring him, so he's able to push on that one. Miswan blocking Austin before Austin can push it back to the back wall. Krasinga whiffing it, so Cools is going to follow it up, putting this in the center, looking for Austin, but Austin's in the back. He was going to get some more boost. Putting this in the center, no player on the TRP side was prepared. Krasinga centering this up on the wrong side of the net. Cools has to do something. He ran out of boost, so he's not able to clear this one out. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We are now halfway through this game, and 0 points have been scored.
Yeah, only 1 shot on the board for each team as well. The teams need to do a better job. Both teams need to do a better job of hitting the ball just hard to get it down the field so they can get an offensive opportunity. And here's one opening up right now. Doopy gonna take that shot. Nice pass by Trombone, I think.
Nicely done.
No, Miswan, that crossfield pass.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Seeing that open net, Cool's was not there. Nope, it was not there. So we are now 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game. Team 10 up by 1 point. Trombone went to go up, but Cools was able to push this over. Meeswan pushing this back. Austin looking to control this. It's a little bump from Meeswan, so he wasn't able to air dribble that one. Doopy?
Yeah, Austin's going to need to make faster plays to get past Team 10's defense, because they're going to challenge early, I'm thinking, and Austin's trying to make these slower plays, but it's not quite going to work in this situation.
I agree on that. Team 10 seems to be the team where they will be very aggressive on you, but will never be prepared for a big hit.
Yeah.
A big boomer onto the other side. Look at that open net at the moment. Cools, all he has to do is control this ball. Meeswan tried to clear it out, but wasn't able to do so. Cools tying up the game with 1 minute 31 seconds left in the game. That's a mouthful to speak within seconds. But as I literally said it, Austin made a big boomer. Cools followed it up. That was a commentator's curse. We literally predicted the future. A beautiful moment. Cools looking to center this up. A great center. Austin following it up. Doopy was able to clear that in time. Krasinga was not prepared to keep possession of the ball. Meeswan went to center it up, but Krasinga was able to keep it on the side. Pushing it into the center. The net. The ball's on net. Oh, what nice a save by Trombone. Over the shoulders. He's been doing some beard custom training.
Yes, sir.
Swan tried to control this one, but Cools was able to cut him off. We are down to 1 minute left in regulation time, but it's all tied up here in game 1. So one of the teams are going to either have to try to score, or we're going to be able to see an overtime in the first game.
Everyone kind of waiting to see what the other team's going to do with that. Gave Doopy enough of a chance to get a big clear. Austin's just barely able to keep Doopy from putting it in the goal, but it goes high, opening up a shot from Meeswan, but it doesn't quite go in. Trombone keeping it up against that backboard of TRP's goal. TRP is going to need a big clear, or else Team 10's just going to keep taking pot shots at their goal. And that is a double commit by Team 10, opening up an opportunity for Cools Flakes to bring this one up the field. Nice pass to Austin. Really good offensive play.
Cools doing a great job controlling this ball, dribbling it nicely, pushing it perfectly across the net. Meeswan wasn't ready for that pass. So TRP is now taking the lead 2-1 with 18 seconds left in the game. TRP just needs to hold on for the last 18 seconds to take a game, finally.
Swan's going to try to push this one off the corner, but it rolls up instead. Austin's able to get an easy clear off of that. Trombone tries to push it up now. Krasinga centering in front of his goal, but Cools is able to clear it away. Doopy needs to get a big clear, and then someone else needs to capitalize on this. It bounces up in front of TRP's goal. Austin's going to deny that. That'll be game 1 for TRP.
Good denial by Austin. Being able to see that defensive block right at last second. It was centering up. It was a scary moment. And look who's on the top for TRP. I told you he had something to prove.
I think he wants it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, we've never even talked about team trading yet. So there could be a chance of maybe possibly talking about team trading. We've never done that before. So
yeah,
that'd be interesting.
It's a cool concept.
Oh yeah, I mean, why not? But I mean, Doopy did a great job trying to put the pressure on the back. There wasn't a lot of shots on Team 10, but that's what the game registered. I personally saw a lot of shots. It was just more that on the other side, TRP was always blocking the potential shot towards the middle before it got close enough for the game to even register that it was going to happen. And I think that's how that worked. But Austin, I honestly think, even though TRP won, I think Austin needs to speed up his gameplay just a little bit.
Yep.
Trust Krasinga in the back. Yes, he whips here and there, but he's still a pretty good player. So trust him back there, and work with Cools, because look what happened. That's what happens when you work with a teammate. So
yeah, TRP was playing way more aggressive than we're used to seeing. So Team 10's really going to have to step up their offensive pressure and start putting goals on net and putting more pressure on TRP by making them worried that that ball's going to go in their goal. Trombone with the first shot of the game. Cools Flakes is able to clear it off to the side. Meeswan puts it back on their side. Team 10 knows they have to win this match in order to take it to game 3. They're going to be playing their hearts out this game. Doobie clearing it into the corner. Keeps pushing it upfield over Cools Flakes. He has an open goal right now. He's taking his time. Gets that angle and hits it too wide. Oh, it hurts to see. He thought about it too much. I wonder if someone was telling him in Discord, hey man, it's an open goal, because that is always a curse. Anytime I know I'm shooting on an open goal, it's like an 80% chance that I'm gonna miss.
And it's fine when it's an open goal and no one says anything. It's the second when someone goes open net, you're like,
oh yeah. It's a curse, man.
It is. It's seriously a curse.
Trombone keeping this one over on TRP's side again. Isn't able to get the rebound off of their backboard. Austin putting himself just in place to get that one out of their goal. And then hitting it upfield. Doopy's going to try to clear that one, but Austin again gets in the way. Austin is playing more aggressive this game, which is good to see.
Oh, a little confusion on that side, but Team 10 was not able to clear the ball out, and Austin was able to put the first point in here in game 2.
Team 10 just kind of fumbling over each other. Miswan whiffed there. Trombone wasn't quite able to get up to it. Looks like he could have probably done a double jump while he was boosting upward in order to get to it faster. But again, those high pressure situations, it's hard to make those calls.
And another goal. Doopy.
And that's the point in the game where I'd be spamming need boost, need boost, need boost in chat when you see both of the defensive players go for boost. And then you get a trap in the middle of the field, and it's an easy goal for that team.
We need some chat going, kick off goals, kick off goals. We're all tied up now with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. TRP doing a nice job pushing the ball over to the Team 10 side. There's a lot of pressure that Team 10 is not able to handle. This is what I'm talking about. Team 10 does a great job in the first game and then starts to fall apart as the game happens. The ball is slowly going towards the net. Oh my god, not able to get the shot. Krasinga just whiffed it, but the ball was able to bounce high enough to touch a crossbar and not go in. Team 10 just rubbing the sweat off their forehead as they push over to the TRP side. The flat card curse. Austin misses the ball in the air. It centers up and Miswan puts the shot in, giving them the lead 2-1.
Yeah, lots of flailing on this wall right here. Gave Trombone just enough time to hit that across the goal, putting it right in place for Miswan. Great passing play on Team 10 there.
Team 10 now holding the lead here in game 2. All they have to do is hang on for 2 minutes. Whether or not they decide to put a lot more pressure on or not, they need to start focusing on their defense because that's usually... excuse me. Whoa, my voice just went. It's usually their weak point, so hopefully Team 10 can do something about it. Whipped by Trombone. Austin went to follow that one up, but Doopy used the back wall to clear it away. Cools Flakes now trying to put this in the center. Cools was not able to do that. Austin doing an interesting aerial. Tastes like the rainbow. Cools' last one back for TRP. He's able to clear this one over. Keeps to push it over. So Doopy missing that, but took out Cools instead. Austin controlling this ball. Tried to get a second touch. Wasn't able to connect with it because Team 10 was able to block it. Ball centering up. Cools slowing the game down. Actually pretty smart. Confused Miswan there. Cools keeping control of the ball. Lost it a little bit. Swan centering this up. Krasinga goes to take the shot. Forgot my rule. Pass before shoot.
Yep, 2 goalies there for Team 10. Makes it pretty easy to get that away.
And it's always a little scary when your teammates are up when there's 2 goalies there because it's an easy boom across the entire field.
Yeah, that's always good to hit it above the goal, get a rebound, like get it off their backboard. That'll draw at least one of the goalies out, and then your teammate can take a shot.
With a lot of the double committing we've been seeing here, there you would at least pull both goalies out. Speaking of goalies out, there were no goalies in the back. Miswan had a moment of an open net because Singa was able to rotate quickly back. Cool's doing a nice job staying in the net, ready for his rotation. No boost blocking Doopy. Swan was there with boost, so he was able to do that. Cools has been doing a great job for TRP right now. The ball at the back net. Oh, the shot is so slow it wasn't able to go in. Krasinga doing a very good shot. It was pretty accurate. He was going the opposite way. That's a hard shot for someone of his skill range. So I can see his skill range meter is now growing. +5 experience.
Unfortunate touch by Trombone there.
Oh, and
off
Austin
the back
puts
of
that in.
Miswan and then off the front of Trombone.
Austin
Or maybe the other way around. Yeah, just really unfortunate that ended up in their goal. Then again, they didn't have great possession of the ball. Their third player should have been rotating back to be in goal at that point.
with that goal that Austin made. TRP was able to tie this game up with the last 45 seconds left in the game here in game 2. So Team 10 is going to have to look to get another goal if they want to survive.
Ooh, Trombone pushing Austin out of the way. No teammates there to back him up, though.
Oh, Cool's without any boost, so he's out of commission. 30 seconds left in regulation time. If no one scores, we're going to be seeing an overtime here in game 2. I said that last game and someone scored last second. Austin following this up. Trombone is the only player back, but he's looking the wrong way. Oh, a little too far out. Doopy was ready if the ball was going to stay in. Rasinga keeping this right in the front of the net. 2 players from Team 10 went up for that. Doopy clearing this one out. Austin cutting the ball. 2 seconds left. And we're going into overtime.
Ooh. Not a place that Team 10 wants to be right now. Sudden death to decide if they get to go to game 3 in this series. You know, Trombone is normally a pretty aggressive player, I think, but he's been very hesitant in these matches. I think that's really not doing a lot of help for Team 10 right now, because he just gives the other team way too much time to decide what they're going to do, rather than just put pressure on them off the bat so that they can screw up and open up other opportunities.
Whoa. Speaking of screwing up, we got a lot of bumping going on, a lot of whiffing.
Gosh.
That was a very interesting play right there, but we are now...
6-man weave at midfield.
Yeah. 40 seconds into overtime. The game is still kind of at a neutral halt as the ball stays in the middle of the field. Doopy trying to push us over to TRP side. Cool's blocking that, pushing that back over to the Team 10 territory. Austin centers this up. It is a good shot. But no one at TRP was there. Trombone was able to clear that ball out. Cools was in the back, so he's going to try to control this one. The ball is towards the net. Wasn't able to go in off the backboard. Austin was able to clear it out. Doopy tried to follow it up, centering it again. But TRP was able to get it out of there. As Austin went to move that up, Team 10 denied. Doopy want to take this shot. Oh, the ball staying towards the back net. Double commit by 2 TRP players. Austin's all by himself left in the net. This ball is now dropping. Austin doing a nice job clearing the ball away from their net, but we're still going to stay on the TRP side. Team 10 has been doing a very good job rotating. Ooh, Swan saw an open net, but Austin came right behind him and cleared it out before he could take the shot. We are now moving over to the Team 10 side. Cool's getting a nice clear. Tried to center this up or even take the shot, but it went way too high. Krasinga able to keep the ball on the Team 10 territory. Cools. Ooh, doing a nice job faking that Swan.
Bumps and booms in this overtime right now. These players are getting hyper aggressive. They do not want the other team to have a single chance. They want to be in control, but no one's able to capitalize on the empty goals.
2 minutes and 17 seconds in overtime. This is not the kind of overtime you want to be stuck in, because you're just starting to wear yourself out now. The longer you're in overtime, the more tired both teams get. Oh, Austin doing a nice job. He's slowing the game down.
Playing slow.
That's a moment when it looks nice. It was a little too slow.
If he could have gotten a stronger flick there, that would have been an easy goal for one of his teammates.
Whoa, the ball's centered up. 2 players ready for the shot. Trombone puts the ball in. We're going to game 3. Wow. 2-minute 43-second overtime. That is intense. So good job to Team 10 winning that one. That was a match.
That was fun to watch. Wow, Team 10 with a total of 11 shots on goal.
Jeez.
To TRP's 7. Both teams had a lot of shots on goal. Team 10, each player scoring a goal, and each goal was assisted as well. So that does speak to the teamwork on Team 10. Whereas Austin kind of was carrying that game, admittedly. Cool's Flakes kind of took the back seat that match.
He may have worn himself out. He probably put a lot of energy in the first game.
Yeah. I think when they didn't immediately come out ahead in this match, he decided to probably step it back a little bit, you know, reset, kind of ground himself a little bit. But really, you just got to keep that aggression up when you're winning the series.
Well, we're going to see how this next game works because Cool's now turned his monitor on, as he likes to say. And we are now going to move into game 3. This is insane how close these matches really have been. I'm so excited for this. I hope, chat, you're excited for this because I know Beard and I are.
Yeah, it's so much better when it comes down to the last game, especially after a clutch match like that.
And when it's all tied up, both games.
Figuring things out.
Oh, speaking of figuring things out, Krasinga finally figured out how to get a nice accurate shot.
Yeah.
Cool's doing a nice job putting this ball off the corner, and Krasinga just saw an open net, and he took the shot, giving the first point in 10 seconds for TRP.
Team 10 just leaving way too big of an opening in their goal there. They were not expecting that pass off the corner to bounce right in front of Krasinga like that. Nicely done by TRP.
Bulls trying to confuse Swan. Austin getting a nice big hit over to the Team 10 side. They both started with T. And Austin putting that ball in. Give him a 2-0 lead 30 seconds into this match.
Yeah, now watch Miswan here because it bounces off the corner here. Miswan had already turned to kind of stop and wait to see what Austin was doing, whereas he should have just been driving straight at that ball. He could have met that ball at the same time that Austin hit it for a challenge rather than having to play reactionary.
Oh, speaking of reactionary, Krasinga did a good job reacting to Doopy's almost accidental center. Austin went to take the shot. Doopy was able to deny him. You could see a what a pull shot defense. Krasinga hitting Cools into the ball, so Doopy was denied a shot. Wow!
Oh my God!
Austin seeing that little tiny crack and putting the ball right through.
Nice pass by Krasinga, getting it past that first goalie. Like you said, touch the ball once, hit it off the backboard, pull out a goalie, and then it's much easier to put that final shot in.
Exactly. So TRP is now in the lead 3-0.
Yeah, only 15 seconds into this game 3. Team 10 really needs to figure out their rotations, quit going for double commits, take advantage of open goals on TRP's side, and they need bigger clears. That's what's working for TRP right now is they get these big clears and there's only one team player on Team 10 on that side of the field.
Yeah, and
TRP this one up to Doopy.
TRP's doing a good job recognizing when a big clear is about to happen. You always see one player backing off right when he notices the team is losing control. So good on to TRP for all recognizing and having a good awareness of the game.
Absolutely, that kind of awareness is essential.
That and boost control. I haven't been seeing a lot of boost control on Team 10's side, so they got to be careful with that.
And again, Trombone's a little too slow to challenge Austin. You got to challenge him so much faster. Higher tier player, he's going to be able to get big flicks. You just got to put pressure on him. It'll screw him up.
Doopy looking to clear this ball over to the TRP side. We just passed the 3-minute mark, or 3 minutes left mark, and TRP is still up 3-0. And we are over on the TRP field side. Nice save by Austin. Double commit by Cools, though. If someone was prepared for that, they could have taken that shot. Krasinga screwing with Miswan on the wall. So Miswan was not able to hit that. Also playing very slow, waiting for a teammate to come up and clear the ball, and Cools did a good job clearing that. But no one on the TRP side was up for that clear. Austin rotating back, waiting in the net, able to block Doopy.
Oof.
Close shot there. Cools pushing up, he's looking to... No, I think he went to go for a shot there when he probably should have gone for a pass to draw out the defender who rotated back. That's what that right stick is for, to see where they are. Cool's doing a nice job keeping the pressure on these guys. Krasinga's now going to rotate in. While Swan went to hit that, it's off the backboard. Doopy is going to now try to clear this one. Going over Cool, so Austin's going to come up. Pushes right to the center. Trombone was able to clear it, but it stayed in front of their net. Oh, nice block by Doopy. Krasinga putting this in the center, so Doopy stayed in the back being prepared. He's going to clear this ball over Austin. Watching the clear, putting it on the back wall. Went to put the shot in, but it was a little too high. So we're going to keep playing with this last minute 30 seconds left.
They need to clear it past half court. they keep meeting TRP members at half court, and they're not able to win those challenges, and you can't rely on those either.
Whoa! What
That's a challenge that you
pass.
can rely on. Doopy pinching that off of a member of TRP. And nice
with
pass
the
off the
Cools.
top corner there by Trombone. Yeah, Doopy putting enough pressure on Cools to just force that one in.
So we
TRP
got,
only up by 2 now. There is still a chance for Team 10 to come back, but they really need to keep up that aggression.
what a lofty kickoff there. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before. Kasinga
It's
doing
hard
a nice
to tell
job.
what to do with those, too.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because you
They're-
have lots of time, but you don't have a lot of boost.
Yeah,
that
right
point.
off the beginning. Trombone
Nice
putting out the
pass by
backboard.
Trombone. Doopy almost putting another one in. Or no, sorry, Mies one.
Ooh.
Someone needs to hit this up. That's not going to do it. Miswan putting it back in Team 10's corner. He's going to try to clear this off the wall. Not able to make contact with it. Gotta spend a little time in some custom training for those wall hits.
Team
Miswan
10.
pushing that one up. Not able to
Whoa.
follow it. Trombone keeps trying to get these backboard passes. He's got the right idea. His teammates just aren't ever quite ready for it. They're not playing close enough up. And Doopy almost able to get that one in, but the top, that crossbar just was able to save it.
Ooh, Trombone doing a nice job up in the air, just keeping the ball, letting his teammates rotate back quickly. Open net at this point. Doopy
Hovering.
There we
Doopy's
go.
able to get it. Only takes 6 random.
From the one and only Colonel Mustard, Ketchup, Major Mustard, now Colonel Mayonnaise. He's going through all of the different proto stuff. So here we go. Last 8 seconds. Team 10 needs to score a goal now, or TRP will finally take their their
could have been
first
their chance.
victory. Oh, there's still a chance.
Trombone going for the
He's
aerial,
re-
but Austin is going to clear that one away.
Clears this one away. TRP officially gets their first win.
Congrats to TRP. Cools Flakes helping them seal that win.
What
Yeah.
an end to that
Let
one.
me work up some tears for you.
TRP finally getting the win, and I believe, okay, this is very interesting. I believe this is the first time a team in RLSS has won a game with a sub? No. I'm incorrect. Diddle Dudes won when IC played with them. I believe so. I don't remember. But it's so ironic how all of a sudden Cools plays for TRP and they win. And I think Cools is trying to make a little statement like, I should be on TRP. But that was such a good game by TRP. I gotta give it to him. I'm very, very happy for them that they win. But hopefully within the next 5 weeks, we'll be able to start to see someone else come out. So I'm going to get someone in here to interview right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I know who I want to interview. Because I know this man has been waiting for it.
TRP has been using Cool's Flakes brand performance in his.
What a timing of that one. I heard
What is
that.
happening?
Oh no, Cool's Flakes is in like literally getting in everyone's head. Even the audience in the background is starting to hear this one. So, the man, the myth, the legend, Austin, one of our own commentators. How you feeling,
boy.
bud?
I'm feeling some type of way, that's for sure.
You feeling some type of way?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, congratulations to you on finally getting that first win you guys have been looking for. It must feel much better to actually have your first win, I bet.
Oh, it feels great. I like all the naysayers out there. It makes me feel better. I don't like that we every time
Tell me about it.
we've won the poll every single time, and it bothers me a lot because I just feel like it's more of a negative. Like as soon as we win the poll, I'm like, all right, we're losing. Like, good job, guys.
That was like with everyone with my predictions. They were like, random, don't say my team because you're always wrong. And I'm like, actually, I'm most of the time right. And today I was right.
You're right. That's
I
right.
did say TRP and I did say a game 3. So boom, boom. You can't tell me I'm always wrong. So That was a little just getting that out of my system.
Yeah.
So Austin, I want to know, was there a big difference in the comms when you guys were communicating? Was there a big difference now that Cools was subbing in for IC?
Honestly, there really wasn't a huge difference. If anything, I think IC might even talk more than Cools was.
Really?
However, I think Cools has more of a natural flow of the game, so you can kind of understand like when he really needs to say something and when he doesn't. But with Chrising and IC, there was a lot of double committing in the second and third game, and it was like they were noticing while they were doing it and they were trying to fix it. So like, I mean, that's to come by. Cools hasn't been playing with us, so it's not like he's gonna know exactly when we're going for certain things. So other than that, like IC was talking and we talked more than that. So
Okay.
in Yagar, like I think IC did talk more.
Wow, that's actually very interesting to hear, because I know in the past one of the problems was once IC gets focused, he starts to tunnel vision to the point where he doesn't really communicate that much. So I'm actually very surprised to hear that. But excuse me. So do you think this was a statement for Cools? Because game 1 was just insane. Cools just took off. Was there something that you think Cools had a statement to say?
I think he's trying to prove Cools Flakes is something worthwhile, worth eating in the morning, but it, in reality, it just isn't. So.
Oh man.
No, he's always gonna do that because he's always believed like, oh, I'm supposed to be on TRP, like I gotta prove I can be here. So that's definitely gonna be his mentality whenever he does this. So.
Well, he definitely proved that he could be a TRP, because game 1, he did a darn good job being in the top of the leaderboard and getting you guys that win.
He was really pushing. He was our like offensive push in the first game, and it kind of brought me up in the second and third one to push a little bit further.
Yeah, I noticed that you got way more aggressive in those second and third games.
Yeah,
and I think Team 10 was feeling that pressure for sure.
Yeah. Now, I know normally your game style is a little more passive than a lot of other high-tiered players. Do you think part of that is also because of there could be a trust issue with your teammates that you didn't have with Cools, or do you think it was just more of the fact that like it's just I'm a passive player and my team plays slower, so I have to play even slower? Or is it something that has to go along those lines?
Honestly, it does have to do kind of with trusting the teammates. Whiffing is like an issue that I see in Krasinga. I mean, I whiff too, but like I've been trying to work this out with them. Like, hey, go practice just shooting, go practice this, and they are practicing and they're trying. So, but like I'm not to the point where I feel like a lot of the time when I like lose myself and overcommit, and like I really push for something, and nobody else is there, and then it's like they could jumble themselves up, and that's when things go wrong. Like I can't get back in time to help them. So a lot of it is trust, and a lot of it is just like how I'm feeling. Like if I'm feeling like I can push it, like I'll push it, and then if something goes wrong, like maybe in the next couple minutes I kind of tone myself back and try to realign myself with the team. So it just depends on how the game is going and how I feel with the teammates at that time. So
okay, yeah, I totally get you. I mean, that was kind of how a lot of the high-tiered players last season had to play. And now a lot of the high-tier players in Group B have to play that. Like I've noticed, like Beard, usually towards the beginning of some of his games on Need Boost, he'll play a lot more laid back, and then as he starts to see the opening moments and he reads the other team, that's when you just see Beard just like whipping out the I don't know what to call it without making a dirty reference.
Oh, so honestly, you see Beard sitting in the goal a lot. I mean, every time I watch him play, he sits there for a good bit and just analyzes and then attacks.
You got to get a feel for it first.
I feel like
and you got to get a feel for where your teammates are at that day and everything. Like, just got to get a feel for the overall confidence of your team.
Exactly. So Austin, congratulations for you and the rest of TRP for getting your first win. I hope you guys are excited for that. And I believe you guys actually have a bye next week.
That's right.
You get to actually take a week off and practice with your team. Maybe when IC comes back, you can talk with him and Krasinga and be like, look, this is how we won. Let's implement that for our team now. And, you have now an entire week to study. And when you come back, you're going to be going up against Ocean's Rage in round 7. So Ocean's Rage is actually going to be versing Team 10, the team you just beat. Do you think Ocean's Rage is going to continue their rage and staying in second place, or do you think Team 10 will finally get that victory they deserve?
I don't know. I see Team 10 winning this one. Team 10 winning this
Team
one.
10? Team 10?
Team 10. Team 10. Yeah, for our sake, really, because I mean that just makes it better. Makes Group B even more fair, and the overall record stay more even. So hopefully Team 10 can pull that off.
All right. Yeah. You're struggling saying Team 10. Imagine saying Team 10 territory. Try saying that 10 times fast. And I say that through the game the whole time. I don't know how I do it. I usually tongue twist everything wrong. But yes, congratulations once again, Austin, and the rest of TRP. And so that's it for the night. Thank you everyone for watching. Next game will be tomorrow night. It is the official rival match because I declared it as a Mysticat. I believe that's the only game tomorrow, but I believe it is going to be, well, technically it's Thursday if we want to really go off that. It is going to be Mysticats versus S2 at Thursday 12 a.m. 11 p.m. Central Time if we want to try to keep it on the Wednesday calendar. And then the next game will then be OR versus OTC on Sunday. We are missing one match to sign up. Scheduling has been a little rough this week, surprisingly. Actually, not really sure why, but TEO and SDG still have to schedule their game. I'm hoping we'll hear from them soon. But yes, tomorrow, midnight match. You do not want to see it. It was the match I thought was going to be week 1.
You just said you did not want to see it. I just want to make sure you knew that. You do want to see this, guys. Please come.
You do not want to miss. You do want to see. Thank you. I put both ideas in my head at the same time. Yes, this is a game you don't want to miss. I'm stupid hyped about this. Actually, Mysticats and S2 has already subbed. I mean, not subbed. Scrimmed against each other, and it was kind of interesting to see what we got. So I'm kind of interested about it. Need like a picture frame right now. Is she watching the stream?
Yes, she is watching the stream.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Dedication.
Yeah, my girlfriend used to watch the stream too, but she has to go to bed like really early now, so I totally feel it. But all right, folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Make sure you are there tomorrow at midnight for the S2 Mysticats game. This is a game that a lot of people have been waiting for. And a lot of people, I mean myself and my imagination. Thank you. Thank you again, Beard Runner, for commentating with me. It's always fun commentating with you.
Always
Austin,
a pleasure.
We'll definitely be getting you back in the commentary booth soon. So, and so Beard Runner, Austin, I'm Randomized. Before we go, Beard Runner, do you have anything else you would like to say?
I'm about to get my butt whooped in D&D by Trombone. Probably not feeling too good.
Anything RLSS you would like to say?
Oh, I'm hyped for this Mysticats S2 game. I'm gonna watch that one for sure.
I would be very
I'm looking forward
surprised.
to all the games this week. Yeah,
I would be very surprised if we don't get at least over 20 viewers for this one, because I know it's at midnight, but I feel like a lot of people are going to still tune in for this, because Nate and I have been talking so much trash in the background because he thinks S2 is stacked. I told him I just felt bad for him. I think it's just more of, we're going to win. So with that being said, folks, yeah, right. So with that being said, folks, thank you very much for everyone joining us tonight. Be here at 12 a.m. or 11 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. He's Beard, he's Austin, I'm Randomized, and that's Austin's friend in the back. Thank you very much for joining. Take it easy and have a great night.